We're at the Japanese Garden in Washington Park. If you haven't been here, you're missing a true Portland treasure. 200,000 visitors a year roam the grounds here, 5.5 acres of 5 separate gardens. So glad you're with us. This is Comcast Newsmakers. I'm Ken Ackerman. Well, how many times do you go to a museum to hear a concert? Well, you can if you're in the Salem area. Please welcome Peter McMillan Booth. We can call you Pete, you said. Is that right?
Please.
Pete, thanks for being here. We appreciate it.
My pleasure.
Now, this museum, we're talking about Willamette Heritage Center at the Mill. It used to be called?
Previously, we were Mission Mill Museum.
Right, and that's what I remember. Right.
We unified with another museum, Marion County Historical Society, and now the two, we created a new institution with a broader mission and a focus to tell a larger story of the heritage throughout the Willamette Valley.
If you were to go there right now, what is the exhibition or the exhibit?
Right now, we have, of course, our permanent exhibits around our 14 historic buildings, which includes the old textile mill there and a couple neat old pioneer homes, 2 of them which 1842, arguably probably the oldest homes in Western Oregon that are still standing. But we also have our changing exhibits, and one of them right now is Tools of Survival, Oregon's Past as Viewed by the Weapons of Its History. And it's a look at Oregon's chronological history through the eyes of these weapons that all have provenance of what occurred. Everything from an atlatl for the prehistoric time period up through Native Oregon, the race for Oregon, so we have Russian, British, Spanish, and American pieces, up through the Indian Wars, law and order, and until World War II. We even have a crime scene weapon from 1971. It's a lot of fun.
I want to know what an atlatl is.
An atlatl was a predecessor to the bow and arrow, and it was a throwing stick that you cocked your arm back, you had a dart on it that was 6 to 8 feet long, and it was perfect for throwing a lot of force to puncture the skin of a larger animal, such as mammoths.
A mammoth, sure.
Yeah.
You have a concert series, and not a lot of museums have concert series. You came up with the idea, is it just starting, or have you been doing this a while?
No, this is our 2nd year.
Okay.
And it's Rhythm at the Mill. We sort of practiced it a little bit last year, had a lot of fun with it, and that's the main thing, is having a lot of fun with it. As part of being a new museum, we want to reach out more to the community, utilize more of our resources, and sort of create that new atmosphere to show that we're not a stuffy museum anymore, but we have exciting things going on. And this is going to be Sunday afternoons. The first one's July 24th. It's blues, it's jazz, rockabilly, and rock, and we'll have it 5 different Sundays between July 24th through September 11th.
Now, something you were telling me I thought was a great idea. You or someone in your museum would come up with an idea or some sort of subject, and you would invite other museums to come and help contribute to that subject.
It fits right into our mission in the sense that we want to highlight the various heritage stories throughout our valley. And in that incident, we call it the Heritage Invitational. Last year we did hidden gems throughout the valley, and next year we're going to do history of Willamette women. It is the 100th anniversary of women's suffrage in Oregon, and in that vein, we've invited these institutions. We'll have 17 of them so far that'll come in, and they'll do a various aspect of the women's history throughout Western Oregon.
And you said you've received some pieces for different exhibits from museums that haven't even opened yet.
Exactly, yeah. One of them, for example, last year we did with the State Hospital Museum. They're going to be opening up next spring, but they're now creating a museum. Grand Ronde Cultural Resource Department wants to open a museum. They don't have one yet, but they also cooperated with us. And both of those, I understand, will be helping us again next year.
All right, we want to mention once again that Rhythm at the Mill is what it's called. It's on Sundays, 5 Sundays starting July 24th, 2 to 6:30, and we appreciate you coming on and helping us and educating the public as to what you are and how to come see you.
Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much, Peter Booth. And thank you for being here on Comcast Newsmakers up here at the Japanese Gardens in Washington Park. For the crew here, I'm Ken Ackerman. We all wish you a great day.